Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
25 years of history. Going back to where it all started. B2K is back. The Millennium Tour presents the Boys for Life Tour. Bow
Still, I ain't impressed cause ain't none of them at all.
Boys for Life. Also starring Pretty Ricky, B5, Young Jock, Crime Mob, A. Marie, and Franchise Boys. April 26th, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Go! It's noon on grindcitymedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is Masters Day number 2. It's a Friday, April 10th, 2026 edition of the show. Today on the show, Gary Parrish on the Gary Parrish Show will join us as he does on Fridays. In addition to that, it is day 2 of the Masters going on in Augusta, Georgia. We will have a Masters update for you a couple of times today before we get out of here for the weekend. We'll get to the news and notes today. We'll get you ready for the weekend ahead. It's a Friday. It's beautiful out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. I hope everybody's having a good day. All right, bunch to get to on the show today, not the least of which is the Masters is going on in Augusta, Georgia. We will attempt to get you caught up to date on everything that is going on in Augusta today. I do want to say at the very beginning of the show, a huge shout out to all of you that passed it along and were super nice about everything. I mentioned to my buddy Jacoby last night when we were recording, I said, you know, the internet can be kind of a dark place, and certainly if you read comments, people goof about everything. But I said, if you ever want to feel good, do a Masters update. I was like, because 99%, you know, there's always going to be some people that don't like it or some people that hate on it. But, like, the feedback is always great, and I always worry that it's going to turn, but it hasn't yet. And our old buddy Tony Finau responded last night to the clip that was on Instagram, which made me so happy I cannot tell you, as he is sitting on his couch watching the Masters just like the rest of us. But anyways, big thanks for all the positive feedback yesterday, and we will try to do even better today. Before I get to anything, I'll welcome John Rosa to the show. I mean, is this what we're going to do on the day of our second Masters updates? That's crazy, bro. All right. Who's Johnny? She said, and smiled in her special way.
Than my music.
Johnny, she said, you know I love you.
There we go.
John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Band, and Senior Sack. He has one job, and that is to press buttons, and he failed.
Yeah.
You know,
Watching Bennett, it's got to be harder than it looks.
All right. Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Pasadilla, Mr. Man, Navojo, the reporter, the photographer, he's or his. Walker 93.
Look, man, this guy right to the right of me, I've been waiting to see you, bro.
What you need
I've
to know?
been waiting to see
Gary
you.
Parrish is here.
I've
He is
been
here
waiting to see
in the
you,
flesh.
GP.
Why do you need to see Gary Parrish?
Because I need you, Gary Parrish, GP, to explain this.
What do you want to know?
Play the video, Jalen.
Oh, good grief. I mean, are you guys, like, do you know we have more people watching us on these days?
I said the video.
Do you guys, he can't press the buttons. You haven't prepared anything.
It's prepared.
Does it feel prepared to you?
I sent it to him like 5 minutes ago.
Poor
execution.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Poor execution.
What? It's 5
This
minutes.
is literally when we have the most people tune into our show, and you guys can't do anything right.
You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing us.
It's unbelievable.
Vernon and I have worked hard to develop reputations throughout this country and world as
They're not built for the big time.
you're not built for the big time. When the bright lights come on,
These are the bright lights.
these are the bright lights.
These are the bright lights.
It's Masters Week.
You see him yesterday? He almost passed out.
I was
Vernon
locked
gave him
in.
CPR.
I got second place though in the poll.
Vernon's built for this.
Built for it.
I'm coming off of a Final Four.
Final Four.
I've been on my own big stages, and now this is the biggest stage you have all year, and you're poorly executed.
Poorly executed.
Look,
get him, Dan Hurley.
I am built
Get him,
for
Dan
this.
Hurley. Hey, go ahead, butt his ass.
Yeah, let me
do
go.
it. Do it. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
Talk about being built for it. Sometimes,
Wow.
how built for it were you when you started doing the Mario jump?
Yo, are you at Roy Hibbert's crotch? Oh my God, crotch height. Crotch height.
I sometimes I think they're setting me up. Like they're like, all right, GP, can you do an HQ hit tomorrow at noon? I'm like, sure. They're like, okay, it's going to be from the convention center. I'm like, cool, I know exactly where that's at. I'll be there. And then I get there, they're like, all right, it's a stand-up. Cool. Who? With who? Roy. What? Because you couldn't find Zach Edey? Like,
no.
Okay.
I would ask for a box.
So then at that point, it's just like, all right, that's actually why you jump, to make it funny. To say, hey, I get it. I know you're out there going, what's going on here? I'm in on the joke. I'm laughing with you. You're not laughing at me as much as I'm laughing with you. But then the kicker to that one, if you go back and watch it, and you shouldn't, but they go, all right, GP, you're hosting. It'll be Roy and Avery Johnson. I'm like, perfect. And they say, okay. And so they say, Emily Pratt will throw it to you, and then you'll just, so it'll be like, hey, let's go out to GP, who's at the, Lucas Oil Stadium. And I'll go, thanks, Emily. All right, Roy. And then I'm conducting the interview, and then I throw it back to Emily. I say, fine, I can do that, no problem. And then they say, there is music blaring. It's Fan Fest inside the convention center. I'm talking about it's a concert inside. So me and Roy and Avery are trying to talk to each other. None of us can really hear what each other's saying. So I'm like asking questions, and you can see Roy.
Roy ever.
He's having to hear me. Normally he just have an IFB in. He just hear me, but he can't hear. So the whole time I'm talking to Roy Hibbert, he's like this. He's
peon. He's a short person.
Oh no.
So the actual video, half the interview is me looking at Roy and him being like this. Trying to hear what I say. The whole thing was a disaster.
You still haven't explained the jump though.
I was trying to make it clear.
Yeah. I understand how ridiculous this is.
I haven't seen you jump in a long time.
I'm a little short of 5'8", and I'm standing next to a 7'2", two-time All-Star.
Okay.
I know how visually ridiculous this is.
Okay.
So just to show you that I know, let me
I'm going to jump.
I'm going to jump a
I know
little
you're
bit.
like, you got a bad back, bad knees, bad Achilles.
Yeah, but I'm feeling.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, he's
GP.
feeling spry now.
Yeah, I'm feeling spry now.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure you're good.
You were
bro.
pretty solid hops. I was impressed.
I can hop a little bit. It's a
Yeah.
good 13, 14-inch vert.
Yeah,
That's probably about right.
That's solid.
Yeah, that's about
You
right.
can't touch the net.
Come on, bro.
You get out
Come on,
of
bro.
breath during Masters.
Come on.
upstage.
Wow.
And you're a young man.
You want to put a net in the studio? Do you want to go vert? We're gonna go vert for vert around here.
And you're a young
Hey, we could go vert for vert. I got the highest.
Hey, look, now we're older and wiser. We understand. He is in this age where he has not accepted that he ain't it anymore.
Man,
You don't know that?
I got the
You
highest
don't
vert in
know.
GCM.
You don't know
I
you're
got
not
the
it
highest
anymore.
vert in GCM.
That
You're
means
literally
nothing.
almost 20 years younger than everybody.
You should.
I got the highest 40 in GCM probably.
Wow, that's congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, right.
Shuttle speed.
Look around. This is who you're better than.
Yeah,
Look
right.
around.
Look, hey, I'm just saying.
Congrats.
And for sure, when our video producer, Jalen, when he challenged him to a fitness challenge, that lasted literally 1 second.
Jalen works out every day, bro.
But you're a young man. How old are you now? Put a number on it.
33, bro.
Okay,
I'm
you're-
still spry.
That's
Look at
when
this
you
boy.
still think you've got it,
I know,
but you don't.
like, here's the thing you're going to realize. You're going to look back one day, and you're going to go, man, I was 33, and I could have been awesome, and I just didn't do it.
He's unk.
Could have been awesome.
He's
It's crazy.
He's unk.
Could have been awesome at what?
You could have been you're awesome at being better at moving around in a
everything.
mascot uniform during a Masters.
worry, bro.
That's what I mean.
Don't worry, bro. We stretch. We
the
good.
slander
I got
is
the
hard.
Norma text when I got to the crib.
The Norma text.
Yeah, we good. We ready to go, bro. I'm strapped in. I'm strapped in.
The streets were worried about you
All
yesterday.
right,
The streets were. We're
All
good,
right,
though.
we got to talk about the. You did get back from the Final Four this week, so you were there on Monday night when Michigan won their national championship. I have wondered two things, and I want to get your thoughts on this. So, because we haven't gotten to talk about this yet. So Dusty May obviously got hired from Florida Atlantic, and then he did this in a short amount of time, much like Kurt Signetti did at Indiana in a short amount of time. So that's the first one. And then the second one is they did it with an entire team full of transfers. Do you think that those two things will have an impact on the way other teams function going forward, i.e., will they have less patience with their coaches because somebody was able to do it quickly, and or will they look and say, you know what, I don't need to recruit anybody because the national champion, you know, everybody always adopts best practices when it comes to any of these sports. Do you think those two identifiers of Michigan will be identified as best practice?
Yes, but I think specifically the thing that will try to be copycatted, which I think is what you're hinting at. Like the Warriors play 5 out, get small.
Right.
Everybody thinks that's the way you need to play. Now we've almost swung it all the way back around.
Yep.
But this is the way sports works. The thing that I think other stats will try to replicate is positional size. It's becoming a buzzy thing now in college. Having great positional size at every place on the court. Duke last year with Cooper Flagg and Conca-Nipple, that was the tallest team in the country. And Michigan was among the tallest teams in the country this season. They went in the front court. Yaxel's a big dude, and he's your wing at like 6'9", 240. Right. Big, physical, strong guy. And then Morez Johnson, you know, you're like 6'11", 250. And then Adai-Mara, you're going like, so they were big, big, big. If you notice what they just did yesterday, they go take a power forward, J.P. Estrella from Tennessee, 6'11", who can kind of play up there. Be big everywhere. Duke started doing it. Michigan just won a championship with it. That's the thing that I think will be replicated more than anything else. But to your other point, yeah, nobody wants to hear a coach take over a program and say things like, I've got a 4-year plan. But you better have a 4-week plan because you can do this in 4 weeks. If you've got the money and you know what you're doing, you can build a national championship roster in a matter of weeks, if not months. Dusty May and his staff just proved it.
Did they spend more money than their peers?
Than some, sure, but not all. I mean,
they did not have.
Well, it's like
what I'm saying is, there's an expectation that your Mets win. There's an expectation that the Dodgers win. There's an expectation. These teams, that, of course, they should be better. They spend way more money.
Right.
Does Michigan spend way more money than the majority of their competition? I don't know.
So, like, let's say, like, forget all the mid-major stuff because the answer is yes, obviously. But in terms of the Big Ten, SEC, do they spend the most? No. Did they spend top quarter? Probably.
Okay.
But the idea that the Dodgers went out and say, we need a reliever. Who's the best reliever in the world? Edwin Diaz. Okay, cool. Let's go get Edwin Diaz. That's not really what they did. Like, Yaxel Lindenborg was the best player on his team last season. Yep. But it was UAB.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even the American Conference Player of the Year. He was great. I'm not trying to be dismissive of that. But that's the one where they went out and bought somebody's best player. Elliot Cadeau was kind of a bust at North Carolina. Like, they didn't love him there. Morez Johnson was a role player at Illinois 2 seasons ago. Adai-Mara was a role player at UCLA. And that's the team. So they went out and got Yaxel, but then it wasn't like everybody was fighting over Adai-Mara. Everybody was fighting over, like, they knew what they wanted and how it would fit and went out and got it done. Like, if you go look back, when did Yaxel Lindenborg commit to Michigan? It was before the national championship game even last season. Before the transfer portal even opened this season, Yaxel was already on board to Michigan. So that's a program that has a general manager. They're working on this, 7 days a week, 12 months a year. They didn't just decide the transfer portal opened on Tuesday. we want to go get JP Estrella. Like, they had that locked up.
How did they get 5 dudes that didn't even know each other to get on the same page, though? 'Cause I feel like that's the hardest thing to do.
It is among the hardest things to do. That's where you got to do a lot of background in advance. Character stuff, that kind of stuff. But even Brad Underwood at the Final Four was asked about this, like, because he has the interesting roster makeup of, like, here's a high school graduate college freshman. Here's a senior who transferred in from another place. Here's 5 dudes that were born and raised in Eastern Europe. And he was asked, how did you know they would all fit together so well? Because he kept going back to that. Like, they all get along. Like, it's incredible, like, how good chemistry's been. And somebody said, how did you know it would work this well? And he was like, oh, you don't. You don't.
Oh, okay.
You
so
hope.
You're just rolling the dice.
And you know what he actually said? So Brad Underwood's best player is Keaton Wagler. He said, the first time I was ever in a room with Keaton Wagler, we had already signed him. I already signed him. I had never been in a room with him, never watched him play basketball in person, never had a conversation with him in person. We had already signed him and committed real money to him. You just hope. And sometimes it'll work like it did at Illinois, like it did at Michigan. Other times it'll blow up on you like it did at Kentucky. But that is the hardest thing to try to gauge.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really know these people the way you used to know them. Like, the way a recruitment used to go, you would start recruiting, you'd identify somebody as a sophomore at the latest, and then you'd go in their home, and then you bring them on an unofficial, and then you go watch them play on a Tuesday night in January, and then you bring them on an official. And by the time you actually got them on campus, you have known this person for 3 years. You've been to their house. They've been to your house. Now it's just
girlfriend, ex-girlfriend,
all
mom.
of it. You know,
yeah.
all of it. You know, you text the mom 3 times a week just to check in.
Yep.
Now you're signing people you've literally never met.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, I think there's probably an element of what did you promise the guys that you brought in too, right? Because that's probably where Dusty May, I would imagine, excels. Because the hardest part is guys 6 through 12 that are on your bench that not causing enough problems, right? Because that has been, even as we have watched the Memphis team, right? There's always 3 pissed off guys, right?
Yeah.
And it's like,
how the roster was amazing.
So here's another,
how do you manage that?
So here's another thing that coaches are starting to do. Like, they'll give you, 15 scholarships or whatever you want. Coaches are like, I'm not paying 15 people. You pay 15 people, 13 people, you're only playing 9.
Right.
So now you're paying people to be angry at the end of your bench.
Yes.
No way. I'm going to pay, let's say I've got $13 million to spend on a roster. I'm going to spend $13 million on 8 dudes.
Yeah.
I'll give scholarships to whoever wants them. They can be, I'll give scholarships to people who will be appreciative of the scholarship and who will be great culture guys. They're just the best dudes who also can dribble a little bit.
That is honestly, it's crazy who got a job like that, who got a gig like that. When I interviewed Desmond Bain originally, he had no Power 5 offers.
Right.
And then they lost a guy at TCU, and he said Jamie Dixon called him and is like, at worst, you're going to be a great locker room bench guy.
Right. Yeah.
And he invited him to come on. Yeah. And it was a guy like that at that moment was mega appreciative because he was going to have to go to Miami, Ohio, or wherever he was going to have to go. And, Jamie Dixon was like, this is a good dude. Hey, you want to come here?
So Greg Campy at Oakland, I did a story on this guy one time. I can't remember his name. But Greg Campy was doing one of those coaching clinics where, like, they go to Kuwait and they work with, like, the Marines on base. And it's like, here's Rick Barnes coaching 8 Marines, and here's Greg Campy coaching 8 Marines, and it's just something that, it's what thing they do. And so Greg Campy was there, and there was a guy in the Army, and he could play a little bit. And Greg Campy was like, yo, man, did you play? He's like, yeah, I played in high school. He's like, did you ever think about playing in college? He's like, no, because I knew I was going straight to the Army, so I never even, it wasn't even something I thought about. I knew I was graduating high school and going to the Army. And Greg was just around this guy, and he was like, and it's a long story, not so long. He told him as he was leaving Kuwait or wherever they were, he was like, when you are discharged, if you ever want to play college basketball, you call me, and I will put you on scholarship. Not because I necessarily think you'll be the best player. I just want you around my players. I want you with your discipline and structure and focus and
he did it?
Yes, he came to he got out and literally called Greg Campy. I was like, "Hey, coach, were you serious?"
Was he any good?
He like led the team in rebounding for a minute or something like that. And then he didn't
Cool
finish,
story.
but it was a cool story for a minute until it wasn't.
Did you write an article about this? I gotta go find it.
Well, here's what happened. So Campy called me. And he said, "Hey, I got it. I need your help on something." I said, "Yeah, what's up?" And he tells me the whole story. I said, "This is great." He said, the NCAA had ruled the kid ineligible because he never had a standardized test score in whenever.
Even though, so you take the tact of, this dude was in the Army
he served our country.
And you're keeping him from playing.
And the reason he didn't have a standardized test score, if you asked him, you know what he'd say?
I knew I was going to the Army.
I knew I was going to the Army to serve our country. He was a poor kid. Yeah. He was like, I was going to the Army. That's what people in my family do. So NCAA, this man served our country. A college coach met him and was so impressed by him, he wants him to be a part of the community. He's already enrolled, already on campus, and you ready for this? He was tutoring college students in his free time. He was a tutor.
Of course he was.
Okay, so the NCAA was arguing, we don't know that he can do college work because he doesn't have a standardized test score. And Greg Campy was like, he's got straight A's and he's tutoring other students. What are we doing? And so I wrote that story, and they cleared him in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked exactly.
Shout
as
out
it was.
Greg Campy.
Yeah. But that's,
you know, back to your original thing about the size deal. I thought about this last night because twofold. Number one, Calvin Booth, who was the guy that got fired at Denver. At one point, he did this interview where he said entirely too much to Kevin O'Connor and got in trouble for it, right? Because he had said something about Michael Porter Jr. or whatever. But there was a bunch of little nuggets in that story. One of which was him talking about building teams and that the studies that they had done had shown two things that he mentioned were overlap is a killer, right? Guys with the same skill sets. And then he went and did a study about the size of teams that had won titles. And about how that was applicable, okay? And last night, I was doing this bit on the mismatch about Cade Cunningham, and I didn't even mention this on the show, but they locked in the number one seed this year for the first time since 2006, which was the fifth of the 5 years that they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I was like, I don't even remember that team, right? Well, who was the last version? And it was the version that had lost Ben Wallace. Bro, their lineup was Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince is your three. And then they had Chris Webber, Nazir Muhammad, Jason Maxwell. The whole team was huge. Right. The whole team. And they ended up getting beat by Cleveland and whatever. But that's 20 years ago, right? And you go back and look, and it's there is a thing with this when you go back and look at championship rosters and the size that they have, and sometimes we do forget. And now, obviously, look, in the NBA, these guards are being supersized. Right. I mean, the number one seed in the Eastern Conference is one that's got Cade Cunningham as point guard, and the one in the Western Conference is one that's got SGA as a point guard, and these guys are they're huge.
And so I talk about this on TV or the podcast or wherever, and then inevitably the replies are like, "Oh, interesting. So it's an advantage to be tall in basketball?"
I do respond that. Those are all my burners.
And I'm like, listen, I got you.
I just slip in there and be like, "Oh, thanks a lot, Gary. Real profound, dumbass."
Oh, I guess I could be a basketball analyst.
You bug bitch. Why don't you tell me something else?
Those clips, man. There is nothing you can say in a clip that won't cause somebody to call you stupid.
Oh, it's impossible.
There is nothing you can say in a clip where somebody won't say, "Oh, I guess. I didn't know that." Know it all, idiot. Bro, I'm just talking. Give me a break.
It's good to be tall in basketball, which is funny.
Yeah. GP, that's really interesting. Could you expand on how being tall is helpful in basketball?
Yeah, all 5'3".
I think I learned that in third grade.
Somehow it is easily forgotten.
Yeah. So I hear you.
Yeah.
But we did get away from this.
We did
a little bit. And
especially even you look last year, that was not the story of the Thunder and the Pacers. If you were stealing best practices from them, it was one, playing fast, right? That's what the Pacers did, creating extra possessions for themselves and flying up and down the court, even off of makes. And most importantly, having long agile, passing lane defenders. That's what people wanted. That became the underrated thing.
6'5", 6'6", 6'7" out here.
Because what they realized is, and you can focus on, well, can these guys shoot or whatever, and what they realized is if you can get 25% of your points off of turnovers, it doesn't matter. Right? Lou Dort gets 14 off runouts.
So this was
he can't shoot with the lid.
So at the Final Four, because it was interesting, because we start this conversation with Michigan. So Dan Hurley was asked about Michigan's roster construction. And he said, like, as they were doing it, you sort of look at that and go, okay, what are they doing there? Like, you just signed Yaxel. Okay, that's a wing. I got that, big wing, but a wing. Are Morris Johnson and Adai Mar really going to play together? 6'11" and 7'2", two non-shooters? They're really going to play together? And Dusty was like, so then Dusty's asked the same thing, and he's like, well, I just looked at Oklahoma City. Like, they have Chet Holmgren, but they went out and got Isaiah Hartenstein. Like, what? And then you compound.
And Jalen Williams, who's another one that they get malleable.
So then this was all after something Todd Golden, who won the last national championship at Florida, he had sort of said, listen, people can do this however they want to do it. But one of the things me and my staff have subscribed to is if you were trying to raise the floor of your program in terms of, like, when we play Michigan or Duke, like, it's we all got pros and, like, let's fight it out. But, like, how do we make sure we don't lose to teams we're not supposed to be losing to? Like, at the bottom of the SEC or mid-majors, you get into that 3-14 matchup in the first round. Kentucky loses that game sometimes. Purdue how do you get to a point where you minimize the risk? And he said, what we have determined is that it's the same thing if you look at football. Why can James Madison not mess around with a Big Ten team or an SEC team in the playoff? Because that SEC team or Big Ten team physically overwhelms them. They're bigger, they're stronger, and they're faster. So that's what we're trying to do at Florida. I want to be bigger than you and stronger than you and faster than you. Right. And then we'll figure out the basketball stuff. But I want to have physical advantages. And Michigan won a national championship in part, perhaps the biggest part. They had physical advantages at most positions.
So you mean to tell me that 7'9" dude, Oliver Rowe, is about to be a Tiger?
He's in Portal, I believe.
So that means he needs to be a Tiger then.
Well, like, you got to be able to play a little bit. Just like it's not enough.
No, I don't care if he can play.
It's not enough.
He's like a circus.
Yeah, well, you need a 7'9" guy.
It's not enough to just be tall, but like coaches are prioritizing this more now than I've ever heard them talk about it. Like.
Penny told me before last season, he's like, dude, I got 4 guys that are almost 7 feet tall. But he did not tell me they all stunk.
None of them can play, rebound, or anything.
But in theory, it was pretty smart to get all those big guys. The problem was none of them were any good.
That's right. That's right. So my
boy A-Rop.
Yeah, my boy Simon Majok. But we were like the freaking Nigeria national team.
I know, couldn't do nothing.
You couldn't do nothing.
They got to be able to play. But
Bradshaw.
But like where we're at now is if coaches are looking at the portal or high school prospects, if you're 6'1" and awesome, like be awesome at 6'1", but really they are looking for the 6'5" league guard now more than they're looking for.
Well, and it's also an older team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was kind of the story of Indiana.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They just
Michigan relied on.
They had more guys that were 6th-year guys, 5th and 6th year guys, than 1st and 2nd year guys.
Right.
On that Indiana team.
Yeah.
Same thing is true. Michigan wasn't playing anybody young.
Michigan had one freshman that played, Trey McKinney, but he was a role player.
Right. Their major guys have played at least 2 years of college basketball.
Right, but then you look elsewhere around the sport, and Illinois was in the Final Four, best player freshman. Arizona Final Four, 2 leading scorers, freshman.
You do wonder, right, if Duke, who was all 5 of their starters, started their careers at Duke. Right. You do wonder if they don't lose on that miracle shot by UConn, and they go on and they win the national title. Does that have a profound impact on the way things are done? Right. I'm always interested in whoever wins the title is the one that gets to have the impact and gets to be adopted as best practices. Whereas if Duke would have won it, would people have gone, well, we can't recruit like Duke, so that ain't for us.
Yeah, I think that.
Really?
I think Duke. You would watch Duke win a national title, and you would just sort of go, okay, what can we take from this? And the answer would be
nothing.
Probably nothing, because they just operate by their own set of rules.
That's fair.
Like they have more money than anybody else.
Yeah,
and they can kind of like Tennessee right now or Kansas even Kansas just lost its top 6 scorers to the transfer portal.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, like all 6. Like Bill Self's got 1 player. Cole Rosario.
Is it because they don't know if Bill Self's gonna be there this year?
I think
it's probably something.
I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
I think the programs that have, not all, but some programs have struggled to adjust to this new way. They used to have their pick of the litter, so to speak, and now it's like.
Oh, you mean the ones?
They used to get players in a different way than you get players now.
That was my argument about Memphis.
And
suddenly, it's my argument about Auburn football. It's my argument. Like, now that everybody's on the same playing field, cheating doesn't work.
I feel like they still have Adidas though. Like I feel like Adidas will back him at least.
They did.
Oh yeah.
Got a guy thrown in jail.
That did happen.
I watched that documentary.
They got a 5-star point guard committed. They're probably going to get the number 1 recruit in the country.
So like, Stokes?
It's Tyron
Stokes. Okay.
But like, so they'll have players. But like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, once upon a time, if you were at Kansas and you had El Marco Jackson and you wanted him back, he was just going to come back because, like, where is he going?
Yeah, right.
But right now, it's like there's somebody out there telling every one of them dudes, there's $1 million out here for you. I bumped into an assistant coach of a mid-major program, a good mid-major program, but a mid-major program at the Final Four. And it happened to be, I had just heard that they were probably getting their best player back, which is kind of unusual for a mid-major program. They don't usually get their best player back. They bounce up to the high majors now for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, how much does that cost? And it was more than $1 million for a mid-major player you've never heard of.
That's crazy.
More than $1 million.
Did you hear what about $3 million for a mid-major program?
4.
So this is my point. Suddenly, like Kansas lived in a world for decades where it's like, if we want El Marco Jackson back, he's just back.
Yeah.
And now it's like, if you want me back,
it's the price of doing business.
Yeah, somebody's going to pay me $2.2 million, and it's like, for you, we're not paying you. And then next thing you know, your whole roster's gone. Like that's the way it's going. But with Duke, they I really do think they can, at the end of every year, for the most part, decide, all right, who do we want back?
Yeah.
And we'll pay them whatever it costs, and then we'll supplement the roster around them. And I don't think you can copy that. I think that's almost a one-of-one situation.
The Masters is going on in Augusta, Georgia. We will do our best to update you on everything that is going on at Augusta on the other side. Thanks, Gary.
Bye-bye.
Be back after this with our first Masters update. Chris Vernon Show.
In the Tennessee Army National Guard, you can start a career in exciting fields, including science, communications, engineering, and medicine, all while earning money for your education. This training will boost your eligibility for a high-paying and rewarding profession. And you can get it all while serving part-time in your community. The Tennessee Army National Guard can pay for up to 100% of your college tuition. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/T-N.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
With living in luxury at Southland Casino Hotel, the good life is closer than you think. Members get 1 entry with every 100 points earned playing on their Lucky North Rewards card, plus 1 free entry daily. Win free play at our hourly drawings, and don't miss our Saturday grand prize drawings in March. You could win a home theater package, premium massage chair, an outdoor jacuzzi, and $250,000 cash. Luxurious prizes await at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details. The heaviest metal credit card of all time.
rumored to be one of only 18 in existence, plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station, and wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
25 years of history. Going back to where it all started. B2K is back. The Millennium Tour presents the Boys for Life Tour. Wow,
Still, I ain't impressed because ain't none of them at all.
Boys for Life. Also starring Pretty Ricky, B5, Young Chuck, Crime Mob, A. Marie, and Franchise Boys. April 26th, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Did you see that hockey goal from the Russian Hockey League? We're going to come right in front of the table and we're going to recreate.
We're going to recreate the moment. Roll around. You do it. Go, let's go!
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again to that girl I left in sunny Tennessee. I could hear those
The biggest
voices
tournament in
saying,
golf returns to Augusta, but you never know how it's going to go down. But FanDuel has your back with a special mulligan bet back token during the event. Turn any losing bet into a bonus bet for another try. Now you've got the protection to take that sleeper pick or make that bold round prediction. Check the FanDuel Sportsbook app now to claim your bet back token for the tournament. All right. You may have heard that the 2026 Masters is underway in Augusta. Ah, yes, the Masters. If you close your eyes, you can see the angels overhead spreading their wings, looking down on Amen Corner at the collection of what could be tomorrow's heroes. The hallowed grounds where once stood Arnold Palmer, where once stood Lee Trevino, where once stood Sam Snead, where men become champions and boys become men. As you walk down Yellow Jasmine, you can hear the voice of Bobby Jones. Hush. All the great golfers of years past have stood in these very places. It is where Jack won his first major, his last major. It is where Tiger won his first. Legends and heroes are made, dreams come true at Augusta National. There's a little boy somewhere hitting a bucket of balls, dreaming of one day wearing that green jacket. 7,768 yards of God's wonder. Augusta National. Fathers and sons, pimentos and cheese, Jim Nance. This is the 2026 Masters. Drop that beat. Yeah, it's the 2026 Masters. Pop, 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 pop. Jim Nance, pimentos and cheese, dogwoods and azaleas, Augusta National. You better duck.
Damn, son, where'd you
That's
find
what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. What's going on at Augusta? That's what's going on at Augusta. Sam Burns is 5 under. Sam Burns. Rory Mack is 5 under. Rory Mack. Wyndham Clark is 4 under. Okay. Justin Rose is 4 under. Yeah. Tyrrell Hatton 3 under. Tyrrell Hatton. That's what's going on at Augusta. Going on at Augusta. Say amen at the corner. Amen. Say amen at the corner. Amen. Sam Burns is 5 under. Sam Burns. Sam Burns is 5 under. Sam Burns. Not gonorrhea, Buddy Burns. Oh my God. Not gonorrhea, Buddy Burns. Stage women. Not gonorrhea, Buddy Burns. Loose baddies. Sam Burns is 5 under. And that's what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. Rory Mack is 5 under. Rory Mack. Rory Mack is 5 under. Already got his green jack. Trying to go back to back. Do it again. Already got his green jack. Got that jacket. He trying to go back to back. Do it again. Is that a turtle? Is that a turtle? Oh. Is that a turtle? What? Yo, my turtle back! Yo, my turtle back! Yo, my turtle back! Yo, my turtle back! That's what's going on at Augusta. Going on at Augusta. Yo, where is Brooks Koepka? 2 under. Yo, where is Brooks Koepka? 3 under. Brooks Koepka gonna get ya. Get ya. Brooks Koepka gonna get ya. Gonna get ya. Yo, we gonna make the cut. Make the cut. Rubbing Jennison's butt. Give it a squeeze. She in the swimsuit edition. I like it. She don't need no permission. Hell no. Brooks gonna make the cut. Make the cut. Rubbing on Jenna's butt. Oil on it. That's what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. Yo, where is Xander Schauffele? 2 under. Yo, where is Xander Schauffele? 2 under. Nothing rhymes with Schauffele. Does it? I can't rhyme with Schauffele. I can't. I dip my fries in my frosty. I made another rhyme with Schauffele. What's going on at Augusta? It's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. That's what's going on at Augusta. Yeah. Where's Scotty Scheffler though? 2 under. Where's Scotty Scheffler though? 2 under. Damn. Yeah. Put that boy behind bars. Danny, stop getting paused. What the hell? Do the Scotty shuffle. 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 Legs everywhere, but that ball stays straight. Legs everywhere, but that ball stays straight. Do the Scotty shuffle. Do the Scotty shuffle. Do the Scotty shuffle. Do the Scotty shuffle. And that's what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. Yo, where is Davis Riley? 18 Will over. Will this score make me smiley? 18 over. Holy crap. Yeah, bruh. What? 18 over. Double bogey party. Double bogey party. Double bogey party. Davis Riley having another 2026 Masters. Pop, 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 pop.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
25 years of history. Going back to where it all started. B2K is back. The Millennium Tour presents the Boys for Life Tour. Bow
Still,
wow.
I ain't impressed cause ain't none of them at all.
Boys for Life. Also starring Pretty Ricky, B5, Young Jock, Crime Mob, A. Marie, and Franchise Boys. April 26th, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Outside with the G's and the homies. OG fresh out ducking the police. White t-shirt, locs on, riding dirt. Trick, don't talk to me when I'm counting up money. Yeah, west side, east side, it's active. I just stepped in the party.
All right, I hope you dug it. I almost died. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I made it through yesterday okay, and I was like, I can still handle this. That was the first time where I was like, I'm not built for this.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. We made it to the finish line on that one. We got one left.
Yeah.
We got one left. So I hope you liked it, folks.
Do we get some cooling fans in your jacket while you're doing it? Put some cooling fans in there.
Buddy.
Overheat a little bit.
Buddy.
Yeah.
It's just, my check engine light's on. My cardio.
You need to get service.
Pause. My cardio. Oh, man. Look, my cardio is just not what it used to be. Let's just say that. I'll just say that. My cardio is not what it used to be. All right, we got a big weekend ahead. Obviously, the NBA season is going to end, and then everything will be set, not only the play-in games that are going to be going on in the middle of next week, but there's some of these teams that are going to end their season this weekend, and then they're going to get to sit around for a week, which is of great benefit to teams like Cade Cunningham, who's got a superstar that's coming back. And some of these there's a bunch of these teams that now, this even 5 days could have a profound impact, because one of the things that I talked about on the Mismatch show that dropped this morning on Spotify was the Eastern Conference looks like it's going to be absolutely lit, right? Because there's a lot of people that don't trust in the Pistons, though I do. And, you go all the way down to whoever ends up 7 or 8, with the Hawks ending up being good. And then these teams at the bottom where it's like this version of Charlotte has been much, much better, assuming they can get there. That, a couple of weeks ago, I thought, I wouldn't be surprised if all of the first-round series go 6 games in the Eastern Conference after they shake out, however it shakes out. It would not surprise me if even any of the teams that are 5 through 8 could win 2 games. Again, right? Like you usually chalk up, unless you think it's going to be an absolute demolition, you give the team game 3, their first game on their home floor, right? So then could they win 1 more and force a game 6 on their home floor? And I think all of those teams could force a game 6. And so I do think that the Eastern Conference playoffs are set up. We'll see how the matchups shake out, because it's obviously matchup dependent. But I do think all of those teams could win a couple of games in a playoff series, even against the best teams. And then the reason I'm saying that is because I have this growing concern about the Western Conference playoffs, because I felt like the Western Conference playoffs were going to be amazing. And now, I don't know, you tell me, Rose, or do you feel this way? It felt like the Thunder and the Spurs were a class to themselves, and then there was a group that included the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Rockets, and the Timberwolves as teams you would believe in. And if I told you that there was a path for them to be able to get to the Western Conference Finals, it would be believable. And now this is where this has turned over the course of the last month. It feels like it is Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, and that's the class. That the Nuggets are in that class with the top 2, and then there's nobody else I could imagine winning 2 series after that. The only one possible would be the Timberwolves.
And the McDaniels thing with them.
Well, and he's come back, but who knows? And Edwards, where they say, John Krasinski, our buddy in Minnesota, had an article saying Anthony Edwards, what he is dealing with, which is termed as runner's knee, is the same thing that kept Steph Curry out for 27 games.
Yeah.
So does that sound like that's something that's going to get better until the offseason?
And the Rockets.
And the McDaniels thing, he's back, but he's week to week. He was week to week coming back.
Right.
Those teams, those teams are, those guys are literally a bad step away.
And they've made deep runs each of the last 2 years.
Right.
Like, if the mileage just has caught up with them a little bit over the last 2 long seasons.
Yeah.
Houston's won 8 in a row.
And yet nobody has this grand belief in it.
No.
Right? You think that it's going to turn into a mudslinging fight in the fourth quarter that they can't win because they're going to have these 14-point, 18-point fourth quarters, and you're going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't get into their offense, and it's all Kevin Durant dependent. And so nobody really has that belief. And so, anyways, while I am mega hopeful that the Eastern Conference playoffs are going to be amazing from day one, by virtue of what's happened to the Lakers, the Rockets, and then to a lesser extent the Timberwolves, or to a greater extent the Timberwolves and their injuries. And I mean, it's just like, do you think the Clippers can put the fear of God into somebody? Do you think that even with, I know Dylan Brooks has said that they are the monster under the bed and nobody wants to see them, but do you think that the Suns can put the fear of God into somebody? And then even if though, maybe one of those other teams, if they're able to pull it off, the Trailblazers or the Warriors. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you told me the Warriors were going to bring Curry, Porzingis, and Draymond to the party on a regular basis, then I'd be like, all right, maybe they could at least make something fun.
But I just don't know if they could do it against Oklahoma City. I could see them giving the Spurs a run because, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they had some really good games against San Antonio earlier in the year. And I know Curry had a big game in San Antonio that it was like a Friday night Amazon game that Curry was awesome in against them, and they beat the Spurs. But I just don't know if they could. I don't know if they could with Oklahoma City.
All right, so look, I told you yesterday I gave up on. I was writing down all the teams, and I was trying to figure out how these playoffs are going to hash out, and then I just gave up. It's like, all right, we'll just see Sunday night.
Yeah,
because then we're going to have the play in anyway. We're going to have that play in on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And where we sift our way through. But even like the East is impossible, right, with the 2 games left. And so we'll pay attention to what goes on this weekend. And then, it's weird because we're in a market where it's like, I can't wait for this to end.
Yeah.
But I do want the playoff matchup set.
And some people think our game tonight should be on national television. I think Chris Mannix said it should be.
Jazz.
I think Brian Windhorst said it's going to. Brian Windhorst said this morning on Get Up that it is going to be theater. Chris Mannix, your buddy Chris Mannix, said it should be on national television. Grizzlies Jazz should tonight.
What's the line?
Oh, that's a good. Okay, let's see.
Who is favored in that game?
Windhorst saying the Grizzlies have 12 players out tonight. Let's see. It is. Take a guess.
Is this the Jazz last home game? Like they might want to. Is this the last home game that they have? Like they might want to. I mean,
It is. They play Sunday at the Lakers. So this is their last home game.
You know what I mean? In front of your home fans, you might. I don't know. This is warfare, bro.
So if the I'm gonna say, Windhorst put it this way: if the Grizzlies win this game, they can lose up to 7 percentage points chance at getting a top 4 pick. If the Jazz win this game, it could be about a 10% chance they lose at getting a top 4 pick.
This is warfare.
This is who
I'm going to say Jazz 2.5.
Oh, you're close.
I am?
Yeah, it's 3.5. You can get it. It's 4 some places, but it's mostly 3.5 across the board. Jazz minus 3.5.
This is warfare.
It is. I'm actually excited to watch this tonight.
You're not.
In some sadistic, weird way, I'm excited to watch this. I'm going to watch this.
I mean, there's no question what the goal is.
Yes.
And so who can...
I mean, you just have to laugh. You have to watch it in a
we played them,
way.
and they proved to be better at this.
Dude, our level of tanking went up after that game.
Because it was like
we
we're not on that level.
Wow,
we're not. It was like you saw the champs.
We can't just play.
No, it's like we played Oklahoma City last year.
Yeah,
and it's like that's what the champion looks like. This isn't good. Remember, our GM got up in front. Zach Kleiman got up in front of everyone. He said, "That's what the champion looks like. This isn't good enough."
Yeah,
we got a long way to go to be that.
Yep.
And you're saying that's what happened when the Grizzlies played the Jazz a couple of weeks ago. You think they had a meeting and said, we got a long way to go to be that.
Looked in the mirror and said, this isn't bad enough. That's got to be worse.
That's what it looks like.
Yes. That's what it looks like.
We don't have the commitment to sorry that they do. And until this organization commits to being as sorry as that one, we're going to be on the outside looking in.
No, they thought the first half, it was like, weren't the Jazz beating us at halftime or something like that? The Jazz were up at halftime, and we probably thought, you know what, they're going to continue to play this blah lineup. We'll play our blah lineup, and our blah lineup's just not going to be as good. And they said, no, we have another level to go with the bad lineup.
All right.
And they played that in the second half, and we killed them.
Devil's advocate, what if it's, all right, let me just play the other side of this, that it's a karma game.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That it's a karma game.
I'm with you.
And so there isn't a bad outcome. Because if you do, right? I mean, we have seen these tanking teams have routinely gotten screwed in the lottery.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you've made a mockery of this, and so you're not getting the first pick, bro. I know it's random. But I mean.
Yeah, right.
I think there are some that would look at it and go, is it?
Yeah.
Because there's some of these teams that have been super committed to losing year after year, and yet they don't get the number one pick or they don't get the, you know what I mean?
Right.
They look up and it's like, what? I got the 6th pick in the draft? That wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea that you don't get rewarded for that.
Yeah.
You don't get rewarded for being so overtly ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so whoever wins this game would be deemed overtly ridiculous.
Right.
Right? I don't know. It's gonna be a barn burner, that's for sure. Big game between the Blazers and the Clippers tonight. That is actually a real one. That is a big game that is going to determine the Phoenix game. If you're Phoenix, you'd much rather see the Clippers, the Blazers, I would think. Right? Just because of the experience thing. And the fact that you don't have to go against Kawhi for one game. Because I just wouldn't want to see him on the other side if I got to win a game. The other thing is the Clippers have been outstanding since that ridiculous start that they've had. So they have been a much better team than that. And Garland's been hitting threes. And Kawhi, again, he could be the best player on any floor.
Yeah.
And the Clippers got the Warriors, the last one. So, and because the Trailblazers, so this one is huge because the Trailblazers have the Kings after this.
Yeah, because the Blazers are at least going to end with 41 wins because they'll beat the Kings. So if they get this one, they'll get 42 and the 8.
Okay, one of my favorite things. Here's a little not breaking but not breaking news that I do need to tell you about. Something incredible happened at Augusta National.
Oh,
it is not going to be part of the Masters updates, but it is a headline.
Okay.
A former Masters update recipient before he became good. Robert McIntyre.
Oh.
Robert McIntyre.
Yeah, what happened? Dude, I saw yesterday. He snapped yesterday. Like on the course. Like he freaked out.
He could face disciplinary action, which I think you go to Masters jail. Disciplinary action from the Masters. After he was caught doing this during a quadruple bogey.
Yeah, he quadruple bogeyed 15 yesterday.
And what did he do?
Which played over par in the first round for the first time in 20 years. What did he do? He peed?
No.
Oh, did he slam his club into the ground?
He did not slam his club into the ground. Though that would you would actually get sent to hell for that.
He did it. On one of the holes he did it.
No.
Like,
I'm saying if you really like damage the course.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying they send you straight to hell.
Oh, yeah.
If you do that.
There's no coming back from that.
No, the best. This is my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Did he flip off a spectator or something?
No, he flipped off
a rules official?
No. Even worse than a human being. He flipped off the 15th green.
gave the bird to the 15th green and he may get disciplined for that?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
He flipped off the 15th green. They caught him on camera flipping off, which is way worse than flipping off a person.
Amazing.
You don't flip off their greens.
You don't.
You do not flip
you
off
do
their
not
greens.
flip off
He
the
has
green.
done wrong. He might be banned for life.
Yes.
He has flipped off one of the most sacred places on earth.
Yes.
He flipped it off. Masters organizers, known for their strict rules, are likely to take a dim view of the behavior, and McIntyre could face further trouble. The Scottish golfer did not speak after his round. McIntyre also let his frustrations over to the 17th, slamming his club into the ground after his second shot. And he swore on the 12th and 13th holes.
Oh.
He was expected to be a contender at Augusta National after impressing at the Players' Championship and the Texas Open, but already seems unlikely to make the cut. Robert McIntyre from Scotland could face disciplinary action at the Masters after he was caught making a middle finger gesture during a quadruple bogey.
Where is he? He's
That is unbelievable. I've got to see this video.
He's 7 over now.
I have to see this video
of him giving I saw him when he hit it and he hated the shot from the fairway and freaking drilled his club into the course. I was like, oh man, he is pissed.
There's nothing.
I saw that.
There's nothing funnier than Robert McIntyre giving the bird.
Yeah.
To the 15th hole at Augusta National. Hold on. What? Hold on. I gotta look something up before we move on because we got another Masters update coming up.
Man, we got big names that are in danger of missing the cut today.
Oh yeah?
This weekend, yeah. The cut is projected at 3 over.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Roser. I looked it up.
Yeah.
He flipped off Firethorn.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Well, you don't just flip off Firethorn.
A 550 yard par 5.
You flip off Firethorn and you get what's coming to you.
Known for its dramatic risk-reward opportunities.
Oh, yes.
Featuring a pond in front of the green and is frequently named after the pyracantha shrub.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Firethorn.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
Bobby Jones believed that Firethorn was reachable in 2 by better players.
Ooh.
Yeah, he did. Bobby Jones believed that.
He did believe
that?
Yes,
he was quoted as talking about Firethorn and believing that the better players could reach it in 2. Yes. But Robert McIntyre does not have the proper respect.
No, he doesn't.
For Firethorn
No, he doesn't.
at the Masters. I will be honest with you. I have flipped off a green.
No.
Yes, I have.
I imagine you have flipped off every part of a golf course.
But it did not. As far as I know, the hole did not have a name, so that makes it different.
Yeah.
I think that's where you draw the line. I don't think you're allowed to. And look, those members at Augusta National, this guy could get banned for life. Seriously. You know what you're going to be known as around there? You're the guy that flipped off Firethorn.
You're the guy that flipped off Firethorn.
Yes. He would have been better off flipping off a patron. He would have been better off flipping off an announcer. He'd have been better off flipping off his opponent. He'd have been better off flipping off his caddy.
Yeah.
He'd have been better off flipping off a grandma. He'd have been better off flipping off literally anything. You don't flip off Firethorn. You're playing the devil's game. You do that. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Robert McIntyre?
You don't mess with the fire. You mess with the fire, you're going to get burned.
Yeah, come on, bro.
You mess with the fire, you're going to get burned.
That's crazy. I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
All right. We've got to get one last Masters update before we get out of here for the weekend. Pray for me. Back after this, Chris Vernon Show.
In the Tennessee Army National Guard, you can start a career in exciting fields, including science, communications, engineering, and medicine, all while earning money for your education. This training will boost your eligibility for a high-paying and rewarding profession, and you can get it all while serving part-time in your community. The Tennessee Army National Guard can pay for up to 100% of your college tuition. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.t-n.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies.
With living in luxury at Southland Casino Hotel, the good life is closer than you think. Members get one entry with every 100 points earned playing on their Lucky North Rewards card, plus one free entry daily. Win free play at our hourly drawings, and don't miss our Saturday grand prize drawings in March. You could win a home theater package, premium massage chair, an outdoor jacuzzi, and $250,000 cash. Luxurious prizes await at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just a ham. You're the other white meat.
Say, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
25 years of history. Going back to where it all started. B2K is back. The Millennium Tour presents the Boys for Life Tour. Bow
Still,
Wow.
I ain't impressed cause ain't none of them at all.
Boys for Life. Also starring Pretty Ricky, B5, Young Jock, Crime Mob, A. Marie, and Franchise Boys. April 26th, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Did you see that hockey goal from the Russian Hockey League? We're gonna come right in front of the table and we're gonna recreate.
We're gonna recreate the moment. Hold around. You do it. Go, let's go!
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Just be cool. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Yeah. Just be cool. Just be cool. Just be cool. Just be cool. Time to make believers for you. You don't know till the victors go to spoils. It's on the floor. Never been no ordinary. Heavens know. Pass the plate like spiritual endeavor.
All right, we're back. The biggest tournament in golf is going on in Augusta, and you never know how it's going to go down, but FanDuel has your back with a special mulligan bet back token during the event. Turn any losing bet into a bonus bet for another try. Now you've got the protection to take that sleeper pick or make a bold round prediction. Check the FanDuel Sportsbook app now to claim your bet back token for the tournament. Everyone deserves a mulligan. Now, you may have heard that the 2026 Masters is going on in Augusta. If you close your eyes, you can see the angels overhead spreading their wings, looking down on Amen Corner at the collection of what could be tomorrow's heroes today. As you walk through Augusta National, holes like tea olive, pink dogwood, Carolina cherry, juniper, flowering crabapple. If you close your eyes, you can hear the whispers of Ben Hogan. Hush. Memories of a lifetime made over a singular weekend over these 4 days. It is said that it is in the spring in Augusta that the angels spread their wings the most. We will leap from our seats this weekend. We will turn our heads in absolute horror. 7,768 yards of God's wonder. As the magnolias bloom in the spring, there's a little boy out there dreaming of one day wearing a green jacket that he will have draped upon him, and he will become the greatest of all men, the Masters champion. Fathers and sons, dogwoods and magnolias, pimentos and cheese, Jim Nance. This is the 2026 Masters. Drop that beat. Yeah, it's the 2026 Masters. You better duck. Pop, 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 pop. Dogwoods and magnolias, pimentos and cheese, Jim Nance, Augusta National. We're doing it one more time. Don't get your wig split. Pop, pop,
Damn, son,
pop.
where'd you find this?
That's what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. That's what's going on at Augusta. Tiro Hatton 5 under. Tiro Hatton 5 under. Tiro Hatton loves the F word. Not frick. But he's out there getting all the birds. Tiro Hatton loves the F word. Not frick. But he out there getting all the birds. Tiro Hatton 5 under. And that's what's going on at Augusta. Sam Burns at 4 under. Sam Burns at 5 under. Not gonorrhea, but he burns. What? Not gonorrhea, but he burns. Strange women. Rory Mac Mac is 5 under. Wyndham Clark is 4 under. He a hotel. Justin Rose is 4 under. And that's what's going on at Augusta. Kiss by and rolls like I'm sealed. Yeah, you know the deal. Kiss by and rolls like I'm sealed. Yeah, you know the deal. Eat your tea and your crumpets. While the angels play the trumpets. Eat your tea and your crumpets. While the angels play the trumpets. And that's what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. And that's what's going on at Augusta. Yo, where is Jason Day? 3 under. Yo, where is Jason Day? 3 under. Jason Day is 3 under. 3 under. And he's from down under. Hey, mate. Grew up fighting the rules. Grew up fighting the rules. So you know you gon' lose. Grew up fighting kangaroos. And that's what's going on at Augusta. It's going on at Augusta. You're my turtleback. You're my turtleback. You're my turtleback. Go turtle. Go turtle. Go turtle. Go turtle. Go turtle. Say amen at the corner. Amen. 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 Yo, where is Chris? Got her up. Got her up. Yo, you better get your money up. 1 under. Yo, we rocking the chain. Yeah. Yo, he inflicting the pain. Make it rain. Chris got her up. Chris got her up. Get your money up. Make it rain. And that's what's going on at Augusta. Tiro hatting 5 under. King hat. And that's what's going on at Augusta. Yo, where is Xander Schauffele? 2 under. Yo, where is Xander Schauffele? 2 under. But nothing rhymes with Schauffele. Oh no. I can't rhyme with Schauffele. Me neither. I ran out of rhymes about Schauffele. Me too. I hope them drives land softly. I made another rhyme with Schauffele. And that's what's going on at Augusta. CPR! Defibrillator! And that's what's going on at Augusta! It's going on at Augusta! Hey! It's going on at Augusta! Hey! Taro and 5 under! Rory Mack is 5 under! Who the hell even cares? Don't care! Who the hell even cares? On at Augusta! Going on at Augusta! At Augusta! 2026 Masters! Pop, 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 pop!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?